Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac. We're not gonna do a random to Isaac run. I cheaped out with that last time. Let's start again. We'll random. Judas, that's a more interesting run, isn't it? Most of the time. Certainly starts with some interesting conditions. So on the last run, it ebbed and flowed, but we won. And we won somewhat, maybe not 100%, but largely due to what I would consider a pretty brazen reroll on the chest, where I rerolled the Relic, Sister Maggie, and Peeper's Eye. Not that Peeper's Eye is particularly good, but rerolling the Relic and Sister Maggie when I only had maybe one reroll felt very, very alien to me, but we ended up getting Polyphemus and Mr. Mega as a result, and I would say that improved our chances just enough to skate by with a victory. I felt proud of myself there for having the balls to reroll what would otherwise be considered good enough, right? And it's never settle for good enough. That's actually terrible advice. Most of the time in your life, good enough is exactly, that's why they name it good enough, right? You can live a very comfortable life with good enough. Sometimes ambition can you know, get depressing. Not, of course, you know, complacency is depressing as well, but a healthy balance is what I'm trying to suggest here. But in any case, that's largely irrelevant. We won because of ambition, and that's nice. It's good to have that rewarded, as opposed to, like, I could have just as easily been a goat for finishing that one off, right? I could have been like, I'm gonna re-roll the Relic, and oh, all of a sudden, now I have the Razor Blade. Okay, well, oh, good game, I lose. Just didn't get what we needed there. Really, a range upgrade? That means no curse room on this floor, which means less likely to get the secret room. But we did get piercing shots from our item room, which is awesome. Piercing shots is great. I love it. It's kind of like, it's better than Polyphemus at the piercing shot ability. Polyphemus also has piercing shots, but it's just kind of the remainder of the damage that pierces with Polyphemus, whereas with piercing shots, it's 100% of the damage goes through. So I'm not saying it's better than Polyphemus in general, but that part of it is nicer than the effect from Polyphemus. Obviously, the damage bonus from Polyphemus is kind of unmatched, though. Alright, so getting some extra damage, or sorry, getting some extra HP here feels really good. Obviously, we'll be looking for, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, yeah. We'll be looking for more HP on this floor, and no, that'll do it. I was gonna say, if we don't get it, we're gonna have ourselves a little bit of a tricky problem, but we did get it. So we don't have as tricky of a problem. And if we end up encountering 9 lives in our, you know, deal with the devil room, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But for now, let's just give this the old college try. What do you got? Little Steven, or regular Steven. Thank God we got less than 3, because there's no way I'm getting the HP as a result of this fight. So we're gonna kill them super quickly here. We might even have a better chance of getting regular Steven. Nope, we still got little Steven. And to deal with the devil, please only be 1 spirit heart for something good. 1 spirit heart for Guppy's tail. Do we really want to go down that? Or sorry, 1 red heart for Guppy's tail. I don't want to go down that road this time. I'm content to get deals with the angel instead of deals with the devil. What's done is done. I'm not going to open that either. We'll look for our secret room, and if there's anything valuable in there, maybe we'll open the shop. But that's it for now. I'm happy. I'm happy with the way that this has gone so far, but you know, could still be better, of course. Now we will open the mob trap room. Here's what I'm thinking. If we do this right, why would I put the bomb there? You know what? Fuck me. I'll explain my reasoning to you, because you might be thinking that I'm actually just an idiot, and I am. I'm gonna use my mouse to illustrate. I thought, well, if we're gonna use a bomb to get these 3 cents, we should at least try to find a second secret room. So I thought, why don't we put the bomb here, and then walk out and then walk back in, so we get the Mr. Mega glitch, thereby potentially finding a secret room here. And then I thought, hey self, that's a pretty good idea, but you don't have the speed necessary to get from here to here before the bomb explodes, so why not put it on the other side? And I thought, no need to question that any further, so I walked out, walked back in, put the bomb there, walked out, walked back in, and when I walked back in, I realized, hey, obviously this isn't going to be the secret room because there's a fucking door here, and that's that, and I'm an idiot. So that was a total waste of a bomb, but luckily we did pick one up. And we didn't find our secret room either, so I'm feeling really bad about that now, and we'll check out our golden chest area inside of this room, and luckily we did get a bomb and a key back for a key, which is fine, but certainly I had bolder kind of ambitions in my head than what actually ended up coming true in reality here. So that's unfortunate, but whatever. What's done is done. We lost half a spirit heart as a result, but gained a bomb and a penny, basically. Okay, down to the next floor. At the very least, ooh, Catacombs XL is tricky as Judas, especially with such little HP. But at the very least, we did pick up less than 3. If we didn't have that, we would probably be dead, basically guaranteed on this floor. So, I'm happy. Happy about the fact that we have improved our chances, probably like 100%. We're like not saying we have a 100% chance of victory, but we're 100% more likely to not die on this floor as a result of the delicious less than 3 that we picked up. Which is funny because we don't need that extra key just yet. You very rarely pick up less than 3 in item rooms relative to how often you pick it up on, you know, after fighting Gluttony. That's 2 runs in a row where we've picked it up relatively early on item rooms, yet have not gotten it from Gluttony. It's a little weird, a little bit of food for thought there. Took some red heart damage. I think, you know, I'm less concerned about a deal with the devil on this floor and more just concerned about, deal with the devil or angel, and more just concerned about survival. So, Catacombs XL has a lot of potential food for us to eat and get stronger and, you know, become a big, strong boy for mommy here, but it also has a lot of potential dangers. Much like, you know, eating at an all-you-can-eat buffet or something like that. There's our item rooms. Okay, I didn't expect to get hit right off the bat there. I really did not expect to get hit there. So, really hoping for some HP. Oh, thank God. We got Book of Shadows, which is good. I think maybe with piercing shots I prefer Book of Belial, but it's a tough choice, it is. And Mom's Bra. So these are the fucking worst item rooms that we could possibly get right now, because not only are there spacebar items, but they're spacebar items that are reasonably okay, which in a weird way is actually worse than spacebar items that are garbage, because that would make my decision easier. I think we're gonna stick with Book of Belial, and hopefully our boss rooms end up being a little bit more cut and dry, you know? Because my item rooms thus far have proven to be quite problematic. Hopefully we even get a chance to fight the bosses, I should mention that. There is a chance, you know, we're encountering a lot of rooms here that have enemies that deal double damage. Could theoretically find myself in a very deleterious position there. Okay, this is scary. But also, it shouldn't be that difficult of a room. I just don't want little Steven to accidentally shoot this TNT and cause me some problems with those homing shots. Could happen. Alright, well, oh, come on, finish the job here. I'm thinking, red hearts, red hearts, red hearts, ooh, 2 of diamonds, okay, interesting. I'm thinking we should be fine for our boss fights. Blighted Ovum is pretty much just the same as Steven, except even a little bit less HP, I think, and shouldn't be able to catch me. Oh, he did hit me, but we got an HP upgrade there. Let's do some more exploration before we fight our next boss, just in case. It's certainly looking a little bit frightening right now, wouldn't you say? I would say. I'm feeling a little bit scared. So, I don't think it's worth getting that penny, even though it would technically be worth 2 cents by using a bomb, for example. Let us just not get hit on this room. We just not get hit. Every room I don't get hit on is kind of a coup for me. And the more that can happen, the better off I'll be. Bomb for a bomb, not that exciting. Tinted rock could potentially be of extraordinary use for us. I'm gonna pick it up. We're fine here. There is now, I'm starting to get some hope that we may actually have a chance to, you know, turn this around and maybe even get a deal with the devil or angel on this floor. I'm still skeptical of that, but Book of Revelations, or sorry, Book of Belial is ready. Got the wrong book again. We'll see, at the very least, if this may or may not be plausible. But first things first, we gotta go fight the boss at the very least. And please God, just not Pageant Boy, even though we could double our money. I would feel so much better if we got some kind of attribute upgrade. I would be content with almost any attribute upgrade that is not speed plus range. So please work with me here. It's gonna be, well, we have the potential to get anything. More or less anything, you know what I mean. Obviously, it's pretty unlikely that we end up getting like a Guppy's Paw drop here or something like that. Our damage is pretty good with Book of Belial. Base damage and damage with our spacebar item is not something we're gonna have to suffer through here. Did take a little bit of damage, took a little bit more now, and then took some red heart damage. Wow, that happened very quickly. We get the coin purse. Unfortunately, we're Judas and not Cain, but we can't re-roll it, so 4 different pills. Be good. Friends till the end. Fine. Range up. Fine. Puberty. Fine. Telepills to the other side of the map. Fine, yeah, admittedly, but effectively we got a range upgrade and pill knowledge from that boss, which is really unlikely to be enough to carry us through. But it could, but I think it's unlikely. But the shop on this floor could be just what we needed, like a Cars song, you know? And that was... Conga liners have now become like the easiest room as a result of our items. Okay, if that spider in the top doesn't move, which it just did, then that room would have been super easy, but instead it actually ended up being a little bit, you know, a little bit harrowing. I wouldn't necessarily say too dangerous, but let's put a bomb here. We're gonna get that red chest, and pretty much worked according to plan. This is what we want. Stay in one line. You know, when they say, your teachers say, hey, you, Martinez, get in line. This is what I want them to do, because then they're much more easily administrated upon. This kind of sucks, doesn't it? If I hadn't taken these spirit outs, I could have, or hadn't taken them yet, I would have given myself a pretty real chance of, getting into that boss trap room and possibly snagging something useful. There's a judgment here. That might be another opportunity for some useful, 2 of Diamonds action. If you know what I mean. Probably should be using Book of Belial a little bit more often. Come on, the conga liners are freeing some of these neutral flies too. I don't want to take all the blame for it. Curse room is interesting. We may indeed go there. Okay. Thank God for piercing shots, otherwise there's no way we get out of that clusterfuck without getting hit by a spider. Okay, bombs. We're definitely gonna open this up. Let's see what we got. Alright, I was actually kind of selfishly hoping that it would be greed. You know why? Because it means that I don't have to worry too much about our 2 of Diamonds situation on this floor. I can just, you know, live, basically. And you're dead. And we got a lot of money, which is great. And we're probably going to pop it so that we can actually get good use of the Judgment card here. 2 chests. This chest, it contains explosives. Just go ahead now. That one makes me parlay plosives. That's what I said now. I'm not happy about that. I'm a little bit happy about that. Whatever happened to those guys? Greatest artists of our time. You know, we don't even need to do any funky shenanigans here. Much less cold Medinas in order to get into this, you know what I'm saying here. The mob trap room, boss trap room. Yeah, it's a free HP upgrade. A-okay with that. This actually turned out quite nicely. At least we're gonna snag 2 HP upgrades on this floor. And again, you know, what's my main Binding of Isaac advice for those of you who are on the, you know, roughly the same level or a little bit below what I am? Gotta explore everywhere, man. Figure out the tips and tricks that you need to actually sneak inside these rooms and let the rooms do the heavy lifting for you. Larry Jr. is gonna be super easy to kill as a result of our piercing shots, of course. So, didn't have that happen, and cool. Another key for us as well, which is kind of nice. Well, I guess we go back and get that 2 of Diamonds card, and then we come back and play this Judgment. Oh, we don't have any bombs, though, so I don't think I can even get to that Judgment. Well, allow me to reposition myself in my chair here. That was okay. Good floor, I'd say, for the most part. Don't really want that. That means we won't use 2 of Diamonds right away. It sucks that we won't be able to play the Judgment, but at least we're going to be carrying 30 cents down to the next floors at the very least, which does allow us to get all of the items from shops that would exist if shops have items, which hopefully they do. Didn't want to Jaden Smith you guys there, but in any case, what do we have going on here? We got Curse of Darkness on Necropolis 1. That's a little bit of a double whammy there. Not super excited about that mess, but we did just get through Catacombs XL. Now we have twice as much health and a little bit more offensive power, I think, so let's give this a try. Now, this is not your, you know, ideal room here without Spectral Tears. That was bad damage, though. I had done the hard part and still got killed, so thought maybe I could use a bomb to, like, use that live bomb to create a bridge. Didn't work out that way, though. Alright. Book of Revelations is an interesting one. What I will say is that we'll probably buy Book of Revelations. I'm gonna open this first. Red Heart, huh? Let's check out our curse room for a second. Just in case it's the nail. It's clearly not the nail, last time I checked. So what am I thinking here? I was thinking we'd buy it just for the Spirit Heart, but maybe it'd be better to have it regardless, but Book of Belial's been helping us out an awful lot. Maybe we'll just stick with Book of Belial. Sucks not having rerolls, man. We've had like 6 books show up naturally. So it looks like this shop's not going to be too worthwhile. You could argue that Book of Revelations is better than Book of Belial. I think that's not even that controversial at all. I think that might even be the majority opinion, although I bet it's pretty close. Really, there's only, in my opinion, 3 possible, like, best books in the game. If you're looking at your, your choices here. I think you got Book of Belial, I think you got Book of Revelations. Book of Belial, obviously, for the damage. Book of Revelations for the Spirit Hearts, plus the ability to maybe control how many Meat Boys you want. And then Book of Shadows, which is, I think, I underrated for a long time, but is actually quite good. Well, maybe we'll get money equals power at some point. This should be an easy fight. I tend to, value damage more than health, as long as my health isn't 1 or 2. So, I think, for my personal taste, Book of Belial probably gets the nod. You may disagree, though. I also think Book of Revelations is a little worse the later you get it in the game for the Meat Boy reasons. Really, you're gonna give me fucking Pageant Boy. Well, we might as well pop it pretty soon, just because we'll be at 99 cents. Please tell me our item room on this floor is actually good, because otherwise we have pretty much accomplished jack and shit combined. Just hold down the button. Again, the more of these motherfuckers... We've had so many range upgrades, we should just be able to stand on the other side of the map. And with piercing shots, if I can just not trigger those faces to follow me, then we're safe, because piercing shots will go through the masks. So Mask of Infamy would actually be not a super awful fight, for the most part. And there we go. Probably could have handled this floor differently to minimize red health damage. And that's a bit of a regret of mine. I still think we're in an okay position. We've had a little bit of raw luck, but, oh, that was bad damage, but oh well. As Judas, you gotta roll with the punches. You gotta be a little bit more easygoing, and you gotta be open to taking your time. All these shitty spacebar items, or like half-decent spacebar items, kind of annoying the shit out of me, though. So that's gonna be yet another one that we're not gonna really be able to use. Yet another one that we're not gonna really be able to use. Sorry, I didn't mean to accidentally become Twister there. Ooh, 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 the dodges were real. It's like people are playing like Ikaruga or something, and they're like, what are you talking about? You dodged 3 bullets once for the first time in your life. Now I've got, like, if you were alive when 2 Princes came out, you now have it stuck in your head forever. I'm sorry, but I didn't mean to do it. But that's just how it goes. 2 Princes and the drum fill that precedes it are, ubiquitous. You can't get them out of there. This song never wants to leave your fucking brain now. Anyway. We're lower on health than I'd like to be. Max health is adequate if we had higher damage. So, something's got to give, in my opinion. No, seriously, something's got to give, in my opinion, is the best Jack Nicholson film. Chinatown? Who cares? It's all about something's got to give, man. Diane Keaton, Amanda Peet, Keanu Reeves, Jack Nicholson in a starring role. Classic. So we're moving on here, obviously. This is the end of our shenanigans, the end of our song and dance. The day the music died, etc. We go, oh no, I got confused about where I'm supposed to be now. I guess we were lower than I thought we were. I think we have an okay chance. I don't think we have a good chance. That's the way I would put it. And I think I'm content to continue rolling with Book of Belial over Book of Revelations. It's not a monetary decision. If there's no reason to make that a monetary decision, it would cost like 1/5 of our total money after I use the 2 of Diamonds cards. So it's really just a judgment call that I think Book of Belial is going to be better for us. And that's the only thing that really bears repeating on that floor. I don't want to talk about that damage. Don't focus on the negative, unless it can help you improve the negative and make the negative a positive. I believe it was the Dalai Lama that said that. I follow him on Twitter, so we're pretty much best friends. Oop. Okay, that was pretty solid. And that'll give us a chance to get some free damage in on these heads. Or these, well, on the hearts, but then, you know, it's really the heads that concern me. Good, good, pretty good, pretty solid, I'll take it. I can't believe that neither of these fuckers died until just then. There we go. General rule of Isaac is that the enemies will only die the exact second before you finish your sentence exclaiming exasperation that the enemies haven't died yet. That's just how it goes. That's how the game is programmed. It's actually like clandestinely listening in on all your conversations. I think it's safe to say that that speed upgrade is probably not going to, you know, it's not going to be a game winner. It's not going to be a dam buster. If it was in Action 52, that would be like, you know, let's put it this way, it wouldn't be streamers. Be more like a dead ant or something like that. I'm gonna check it out. Eventually, the time will come when one of those rooms not being amazing seals our fate. We have had a lot of curse rooms, item rooms, and shops that have not been amazing. As of yet, they cumulatively have not, you know, put the final nail in my coffin. There will come a time, though, where I will go into one of those rooms, get something bad, and whether I realize it or not, that will be the end of the possible chances of me winning the run. I hope that it's not this upcoming shop. Well, that was just a waste of our time right there. Yeah, we have some tolerance for it, and again, thank fucking God that we've gotten 2 HP upgrades over the course of this entire GD run, but there will come a point where we can't absorb that kind of negativity anymore. Unfortunately. And I think I've been... Oh, man. In spite of the damage that I'm taking and about to take, this has not been a bad run. I should be using Book of Belial more often. I've been doing a pretty good job, I think, of mitigating damage and stuff like that, killing enemies effectively. And maybe there's some, you know, greater level or broader level, like, tactical stuff that I fucked up on. But apart from that, I'm putting myself out there. I'm saying, hey, game, I'm ready for you. You ready for me? Help me out here, buddy. And it's, as of yet, not heeding that call, but that doesn't mean it never will. Doesn't mean it never will. Same as it never was. As, I believe that was the Dalai Lama that said that. It was either the Dalai Lama or Ashton Kutcher. I can't remember. I get my Twitter followers confused, especially like the most philosophical ones. Okay, well, that was a decent trade. And there's really nothing spectacular about this run. You know what's spectacular about the run, like from our attribute standpoint right now? Book of Belial. What's spectacular is that we start with an item that helps us out a lot. Now, we could die on this room. One hit will kill us. If we do die, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna be real sad about it. But I think also, I've done my part. You know, I've tried, and it hasn't really worked out so far. But we made, you know, we're not dead yet. We've still got, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. There's a little bit of extra HP for yours truly, which is extremely important, as I was, again, you know, one hit away from death, basically. With 2 hearts, I could go into the mom fight, but I may want to actually explore the remainder of this floor, but I actually think the mom fight might be easier than the remainder of the floor, but I really want to visit the shop as well. So it's a bit of a tricky situation, ain't it? So I probably should have used Book of Belial on this room. Because we're going to be probably exploring a little bit more before we fight Mom anyway, but I don't really think it's worth using Book of Belial right now, because they're almost already completed the room. At least, like, 75% of the way done here. Basically, don't even count the chub fight at all, because it goes 5 times faster when you have piercing damage, but, you know, the peep fight pretty much done here. Alright, you know, that was easy. That was very easy. We didn't get any rewards for it, that's how easy it was. Oh, please, if there is a benevolent force in the universe, it would be very nice to pick up, I don't even want to use a bomb. I want to save our bombs. Fuck the secret rooms. Even if they did have the Ankh or Blue Candle, well, not Blue Candle, sorry, Blue Baby's Ankh was what I was trying to say there, but my brain short-circuited. Even if they had something along those lines. Oh, are you effing my bee stick? Please don't. Hey, Eternal Heart? No, but that's also pretty good. I know we're not at a half-heart interval. And I also know exactly where you can place your hands and or mouth if you are going to complain about it. Spoilers, it's my dong. Which is also my favorite Fox sitcom from this year. Spoilers, it's my dong. It's about this guy. He's a nerd. He's pretty nerd. I mean, he's like in really good shape. He's got model quality looks, but he's a nerd, right? Because he's like the webmaster for a multi-million-dollar movie website. And he's always dealing with these trolls who are posting spoilers, and that's his catchphrase. I see the big opening at the box office this weekend. You know what's opening in the box office? Spoilers, it's my dong. It would be like, I don't know, like an unfunny version of Chris O'Dowd or something, I'm thinking. You pitch it, man. You take it with a package deal with Shackleton ER. I still think that's going to be a really great, these things take time. Rome, sweet Rome, it takes time. You just gotta be patient. I'm sure the networks will wise up one day. Actually, spoilers, it's my dong sounds like something that the Cartoon Network would actually pick up, or Adult Swim. You know, it's self-aware. Without being aware that it's self-aware. That's the most important part. Alrighty. Yeah, I had a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night, but this has now been quashed. Sorry, Black Eyed Peas. It turns out you're incorrect because the troll engine thinks that you're, you're a liar. That's what it thinks. I'm gonna stay back here. And thankfully he moonwalked away. I guess we'll get back to full health and we'll go fight Mom. Our chances of winning this run, I would say, at this point are approaching nearly 0. That's not good. But we may get lucky. How? Shit, dude, that's a really good question. We get a deal with the devil or angel after the next womb fight that gives us a great item. That's pretty much it. That and as many judgments as we can fucking find is also great because we have the 2 of Diamonds card. Apart from that Hail Mary there, I would say there is a very, very low chance of our success, but 5 health as Judas, maybe 6 after this fight is okay. Piercing shots is good, and Book of Belial does have the capability to carry you in some situations that you probably don't deserve to be carried in. Again, I feel like I've played all right over the course of this run. I'm not trying to blame anything, because that's, the hard runs in Isaac are the runs where you really learn something. But I feel like if we lose this run, I won't be too salty over it because I did what I could, I've done my part. It's not like a run where I fucked up miserably. The damage that I've taken here notwithstanding, of course. And we're almost done. There we go. We took damage at the end. We also got Cat of Nine Tails, which, thanks, I guess. So it's down to the next floor without picking up an item, except the Polaroid. And let's go over the stuff we don't have, so I can set the narrative for this underdog victory that hopefully we will have at some point. No map. No compass. We picked up no damage upgrades. I believe no tears upgrades. Still the starting spacebar item. We did get 4 HP upgrades. But that's it. We have our DPS upgrade is Little Steven. That's what we've got going on here. Now, we are a little bit faster than your average Kane run. Let's not forget about that, shall we? And we will, at some point, have a staggering amount of money. We will be the richest dead man in the womb. And now we're only 1 hit away from death, and it turns out that, all of my optimism was completely unfounded, as we have now just died. But I think you have to cut me some slack on that one. I tried, and we just didn't quite get enough. Piercing shots, range upgrade, HP, Little Steven, HP. I don't even know what that is. The coin purse, which ended up just giving us, range upgrade and telepills. HP upgrade, Pageant Boy, speed upgrade, HP, Book of Belial, which we started with. But I tried. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a lot. We'll be back with an Isaac run next. Don't go anywhere, and I'll see you tomorrow.